the gender is flipped around. So Michael is the one who is the outsider and the goody-goody. And Stephanie, Michelle Pfeiffer's first role, was the... What?
Stephanie Zanoni.
Exactly. She's the leader of the Pink Ladies this time, so here we are. Dolores gave the sidewalk another push with her left foot and angled her skateboard into the parking lot of the Bolorama lanes. She immediately spotted Balmuto aside his motorcycle, engine running, but with none of the other cycle lords in sight. Dolores raised her chin and looked as regal and cool as possible as she sailed right by, deftly avoiding a beer bottle. Her forearm was raised in the classiest of defiant gestures. "Creep," she said under her breath. She hopped off at the alley door, scooped up her skateboard, and pushed inside without looking back. Balmuto raised his arm and snapped his fingers. Dolores trotted into the echoing bowling alley and looked quickly around. She spotted her sister Paulette getting some drinks at the counter, and the rest of the Pink Ladies in a booth just behind the pinball machine where 3 of the T-Birds were assembled. She ran over to them and announced breathlessly, "Balmuto's out front and he's all alone." Noga really heard her, but his expression didn't change. He leaned hard into the pinball machine and pounded on the side. The machine lit up. "Tilt! Tilt," Goose said. "My turn." Noga really turned away lazily. "Your turn after we tilt that crater-faced Balmuto." He started for the door. "Come on with me." Goose abandoned the pinball machine and joined Demucci as they all strutted out of the restaurant area, playing it very tough, sliding through the crowd. The Pink Lady slid out of the booth and followed. "You stay here," Paulette said to her sister, who didn't listen to her. Noga really stopped just before the exit, holding out a hand. "Comb," he said. Noga really combed his hair carefully, giving the spit curl one last twist. He handed back the comb and said, "Smoke." Goose was ready for him. "Light," Noga really said, waiting. Demucci flipped a Zippo and ignited the end of Johnny's drooping cigarette. The T-Bird leader insolently blew out a cloud of smoke but resumed his advance. The 3 T-Birds burst out through the doors into the parking lot and stopped. 15 cycle lords sat astride their bikes in a semicircle around the door, with Balmuto in the middle, grinning viciously. "Comb again," Noga really said. They all pulled out combs and stepped back quickly through the still-moving door. Dolores had started to run for the side exit, knowing that Paulette would ground her if she saw her go out to the front. But she ran into Davy Jaworski coming out of the men's room. She grabbed his arm. "Come on, action out front," she exclaimed. "What? Balmuto is going to get his face mangled." They started back towards the front doors, pushing through the group of bowlers trying to get a look. Because they were short, neither Davy nor Dolores saw the rest of the T-Birds back inside, or the other side of the wide entrance. Davy shouted through the door belligerently, yelling out, "Where's that rat-faced Balmuto?" His voice died and he gulped. He stared off at the semicircle of bikers. They were all off on their bikes and advancing towards the bowling alley. Balmuto reached out and grabbed Davy's jacket, throwing him hard against the door frame. The other cycle lords marched in slowly, savoring the moment. A chain jingled in a gloved hand. A switchblade clicked open. A gloved fist smacked into a gloved palm. Then there came the roar of a powerful engine from the alley, and a cycle lord snapped his head around. He saw only a blur as the headlight flashed on, reflecting off the cyclist's goggles. The machine thundered in, striking between Davy and Balmuto, making them both shrink back. "What the hell?" a lord exclaimed. The mystery biker whipped his machine sideways and stopped. He looked back and seemed to dare the lords to chase him. "Who the hell is that?" one of the gang growled, rolling a chain around his fist. "Get that guy," Balmuto ordered. The lords scrambled up to get aboard their bikes and rev them up. The mystery biker rolled slowly and insolently out of the lot and gunned it into the street as the deep-throated roar of the pack sounded. "Who the hell was that?" Davy muttered. Michael Carrington grinned under his helmet, then twisted the grip, bringing the engine noise to a screaming pitch. The cycle lord shot out of the lot like watermelon seeds spit into the night. They yelled as they burned rubber in pursuit. The T-Birds came out and joined Davy in the lot, shaking from the near disaster of 4 against 15. "He just shot out of nowhere," Davy said, pointing, just blazing by like a rocket pilot. That's some kind of natural-born bike jockey, Goose said. He burned up the pavement with those wheels of his. The cycle lords all took a corner sharply, slanted over and firing high. He's looking for a rumble, one of the lords shouted. And he came to the right party. He's gonna do a header, another yelled, raising his fist to the sky, with one punch of the steel. The only thing you guys are gonna do, shouted the pink ladies in the parking lot, is eat his dust. If I remember correctly, this is actually a song. Who's that guy? They all asked each other and shrugged. Where did he come from? Paulette asked. Who can that crazy dude be? Sharon muttered. Hey, Nogarilli growled. Who's this new kid on the block, huh? Spill it. Any of you guys know? Nope, Goose said, giving Sharon a dark look. Then he squinted in the direction of the fading sounds. I wonder who... A cycle lord yelled across to his buddy as they streaked through an intersection, following the mystery cyclist's taillights. That joker's got some hot machine, he admitted reluctantly, but it ain't hot enough for the lords. The cycle lords raced across a vacant lot into an alley and thumped out into the street, causing a car to screech to a stop. We're gonna wrap those handlebars around that neck of his, Balmuto bowed loudly. The punk will get it. Some of you may not be able to tell who the mystery biker is, but I'll leave that in a